Good evening to all of you. Again, there is delayed in uploading the next video. Sorry for that. In the last lecture, I am promised to you in the next class, I will show you some problems on quantization of charge. Let's start. So some problems on quantization of charge. Before taking problem in that article, just we want to know some art of calculation. Some art of calculation. In this article, first of all, we take, say, f of x plus psi of x is equal to psi of x plus phi of x. Look at the result. So it is obvious. Psi of x from both the sides, left hand and right hand side, is cancelled out. What we have left? Now this implies that f of x is equal to phi of x. To understand this one, we take an example. So we take a question in the form of an example. Solve for x. Solve for x is belongs to a real number. So here x square plus 1 by x is equal to 1 by x plus x. Now on the same line, here the left hand side psi of x and also on the right hand side psi of x. We cancel it out. So here we cancel this one like that of psi of x. So what we have left? Now this implies x square is equal to x. So bring right hand side 0 and take the common x minus 1. This is equal to 0. Now this implies x equal to 0 or 1. 0. How one can understand? Obtained value of x will be the answer of my question. So it is a general rule of thumb is that put 1 by 1. If it is satisfied, what does it mean? The value of left hand side is equal to value of right hand side. Then we say that this or these values are answer of my question. General rule. However, in the solution of equation, we always take care of never try to decrease the domain. If the domain has been decreased, then some answer has been left and left for forever. Also, it is advisable that never try to increase the domain, but sometimes it is not available. We have to increase the domain. And finally, we have to check it out whether the obtaining x all of our answer or not. So that is how I tell you here. Another aspect that do not cancel the unknown factor, do not divide by the unknown numbers unless we know about that. These are the rule of thumb of solution of equations. So we'll see more when we will take up physics secondary, where we will see the effect of mathematics, the concept of mathematics, how it can helpful for us. We will take in the 11th class courses after completing the class 12 physics. So we have to put, say, equation, original equation. What is the original equation? X square plus 1 by x is equal to 1 by x plus x. Say firstly we put x equal to 1. So 1 square plus 1 by 1, 1 by 1 plus 1. This gives us 2 is equal to 2. So we say that x equal to 1 is our answer. Now we put x equal to 0. So 0 square divided by 1 by 0, 1 by 0 plus 0. Here is the problem. Any defined quantity, we all know 0 is also defined quantity. So any defined quantity occurring in the numerator, that's okay. If defined quantity 0 occurs in the denominator, then it makes the function not defined. The obvious question is why? How we are going to accept your verdict, accept your what you are saying. Just I'm going to prove it. When 0, which is already defined quantity, once occur in the denominator, make the function not defined. So we have a general statement is that any defined quantity including 0 although 0 which is already defined makes the function not defined. In this line we may say that A, B, C, X, Y, Z, Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Alif, Be, Te, Se, these all are defined numbers, defined letters. So X divided by 0, not defined. Y divided by 0, not defined. Ka divided by 0, not defined. So anything which is already defined divided by defined quantity 0 makes the function not defined. Let us see how. So to understand this, so we take an example of limit. LIM. Short form of limit is lim. However, one can also write LT. Now these days it is obsolete. This representation of limit is obsolete, no longer in use. But in the present scenario, we use for limit LIM. X tends to 0 plus 1 over x. So we may take 2 over 3 over minus 3 over 0 over anything, but because they have taken 1 by, that is why I have taken 1 by x. So what is the meaning of 0 plus? So take x equal to 0 line. So we approach x equal to 0 from right hand side or from left hand side. If we approach from right hand side, so we call it x tends to 0 plus. If we approach x equal to 0 from left hand side, so customarily we call it x tends to 0 plus. So here the 0 plus, because this is the positive number we are talking about here. So that is why x tends to 0 plus. So just we are going to understand how. Let us see here. So say we take x equal to 0.1, then what is the value of 1 by x? 1 by 0.1 comes out to be 10. So here just I am going to caution you. So decimal we always put at the bottom line. What about this 0? You may or may not write 0. If you write 0 only for the clarity of the decimal, visibility of the decimal. If you do not write 0, then okay. So 0 you may write or not, it does not make any difference or any meaning about that. So we never speak 0.1. However, generally people are speaking 0.1 or like that. You are well acquainted about this. But I say you never speak 0, but you may write or not. So 0.1 we do not say. We say 0.1, 0.25. Like that. So this is the 0.1. So comes out. Now again here it's equal to 0.01. What about this? 1 by x values comes out to be 1 divided by 0.01 and this is equal to septesimodecimal, you know very well. So x equal to 0.001. So what does it mean? It means 1 by x is equal to 1 by 0.001 comes out to be 1000. On the same line, x is equal to 0.000 to many zeros, zillions of zeros. If we got too many lives and allowed to write 0, that seems to be very, very less number. However, there is the only life after this death, and that's the life of forever. So if we provide you the forever life, so you may get tired to write the zeros. That much zeros is here. And after that, we put here 1. So what is the value of 1 by x? Is the 1 divided by 0.000 and then 1. So this is 1, 0, 0, 0. Too many zeros. However, we have a word ad infinitum. Too many zeros. So we may write here ad infinitum. Infinitum. Now up to this stage, now we arrived at our answer. So look at how we are going to say that 1 by 0 or any defined quantity 0, even 0 by 0. So we cannot say 0, 0 cancel and answer will be 1. No. 0 in the numerator is allowed, but 0 in the denominator is not allowed. Let us see how. So 1 by x here 1 divided by 0.000. 0 is a digit, but not one digit number. However, in denary system, we are working here in denary system, maybe nonary system, octonary, heptary system, hexanary system, quintet system, quaternary system. These are the binary system. So there are digits 0 to 9. So just we are going to write the smallest digit after 0 is 1. If we are not writing 1, so no way this one going to shift upward. If we write 1 here, that's the smallest one. You may write 2 or 3 maybe, but we are writing the smallest one. So if we write 1, then this one will be shifted up and will give you that the very large number. But that large number in terms of mathematics or in the mathematical language, we call it, say, plus infinity. So look at here. If we write 1, then it is not 0. If we do not write 1, so this one cannot be shifted. So that is why 1 by 0 will give you no values. If some function, some relation will give you no values, then what we mean? It means it has no, it is not defined because it does not give any value. That is why we say that this function or value of this one is in this way. That is what I am telling you. So 1 by 0 or any defined quantity by 0, even 0 by 0 is not defined. We can cancel and give you answer no. Here allowed, here is not allowed. Any defined quantity. Now we are going to conclude this one as important point. This is the NB. This is the German word Notabene. Notabene. In short, NB. any defined quantity, any defined quantity, any defined quantity over 0 becomes not defined. So this is the we may use frequently these things once we do some calculation regarding the problems on the quantization of charge. That is why I am giving you some tips about that. Now the second one. Second one here. So we have a relation like f of x, phi of x. This is equal to phi of x into psi of x. Generally what we do, so phi x is cancelled out. This will gives f of x is equal to psi of x. And this we are going to solve and get the answer. So, to understand this one, take an example. In the form of question. Solve for x. Solve for x belongs to A. So the question here, x square into x plus 2. This is equal to x plus 2 into x. So this is cancelled out as per the rule. So this will provide you x square minus x is equal to 0. This is x equal to 0. This will have to check it out after putting it. So how we analyze this result? So this is the unknown factor. We cannot cancel the unknown factor unless we know it is defined and it is not equal to 0. Because divide is not allowed by 0. If you are cancelling here, it means you are dividing both the sides. Because multiplication, division are the same things. How? If one can say 4 is divided by 2, one may also say that 4 is multiplied by half. So division and multiplication are the same things. So in this way, unknown factor cannot be cancelled unless we know it is defined and it is not equal to 0. That is why. So correct solution is that. Take it out. So why? Why if we cancel, then what sort of things will going to be missed here? So here is the 0, 1, 2 solution. Look at here. This is the polynomial equations. So there is a rule of polynomial is that as many degree, as many solution. So if we multiply to get 3 degree, so we must get 3 solutions. But we get here 2 solution only. So we have missed out 1 solution. This is the rule of thumb. Then we are solving the polynomial equations. We will take great deal of that in the mathematics for secondary physics, in fact higher secondary physics after completion of the class 12 physics. So this, so 0, 1. So we haven't lost one root and lost for forever. So such types of manipulation or the simplification is not allowed. Let us see here. So take it from left hand side, and after taking the left hand side, we take the common x into x plus 2. So it is left here x minus 1 and this is equal to 0. This implies x equal to minus 2, 0, and 1. Again, we put one by one in the original equation, not in the dummy one, original equation. And then we will see these are the satisfied values. What does it mean? Value of left hand side is equal to value of right hand side. So that's okay. So what is the conclusion here? We cannot cancel the unknown factor. Okay, unless we know what that. If in question x is not equal to minus 2, then okay, cancel out, no problem, because it's equal to minus 2 is not an answer. Because my question says that x is not equal to minus 2. But what we have got here is equal to minus 2. That is why I am saying you. That is why I am telling you. So if written x is not equal to minus 2, then cancel out after observing the situation and saving my time. Okay? Or in general, we cannot do that. So x equal to minus 2, 0, 1. And the 3 solution, 3 degree, 3 solutions. Okay. Now the next property we are going to move. Third one is that, so question is simplify. Simplify x cube is equal to x square. Again, x square is cancelled out here. So this implies x equal to. That is the simplification. But it is the wrong simplification. Let us see how. Because you obtained here by dividing both the sides by x square. And divide is not allowed by x. So nothing has been stated about x. So it is not permissible that do the simplification. So this is the final answer. We cannot simplify it further. So what is my question? My question is x cube is equal to x square, and this is not the question of solution. The question is simplification. Simplify. We have to simplify it. This is already final simplified. We cannot do further simplification for this one. That's the final answer. That's the logic. If question written simplify when x is not equal to 0, then okay, this is the final simplification. This is the final simplification. So take care of these things. Once you are simplifying or doing some calculation regarding the mole concept, in fact, quantity. Fourth one is that, and the last one as well, because just we will take the glimpse of that here only, not very detailed, we will take later on. So simplify again, the question of simplification. Simplify a minus b plus c plus b minus c. So whatever way, whatever habit to calculate like that. So b is cancelled here and c is cancelled here, and final answer is here. Answer is correct, no problem. However, nowadays there is objective examination, that's fine. A is the correct option, tick it out, you will get the number. So it's a number game. We have to play the knowledge game. Then number will comes out to be automatically. So suppose there is a subjective examination. You did like this. So examiner may think that this minus b is cancelled by c, and he will award it as 0 marks or maybe negative, as the case may be. So no one stand in front of examiner to say, no sir, I will cancel minus b with the plus b, because nothing has been, any indication is shown on your simplification. So this is not the correct way to cancel it out. So here a minus b plus c plus b minus c. So b is cancelled like that and c is cancelled like that. Now any examiner is easy to see that minus b is cancelled by plus b and the plus c is cancelled by c. So this is the art of calculations. We will see more in the course of mathematics or higher secondary physics. Okay, so these are the things. Now, before going to quantization of charts, again there is a hurdle. The hurdle is that the glimpse of mole. The glimpse of mole. So, just we are to understand what is mole, glimpse of mole in fact, then we always start with the question. So, What is a mole? What is a mole? Answer. It is a pure number which is equal to 6.022 rounded up to 3 decimal digit and approximately as well into 10 to the power of 23. This is a pure number, but we all know there are 7 fundamental quantities, in which one of them is amount of substance. Amount of substance has unit 1 mole. However, if we are writing a mole, so E has been dropped. 1 mole. E has been dropped. In case of unit, we write mole complete, then V, what does it mean? So, how a pure number will be taken as a unit? So, here is the views are divided among the giant of physicists and the chemists, the mathematician, etc. So, few people critically analyze that, or they are hesitant to accept that mole is a unit of amount of substance. Critically, strictly speaking, mole cannot be unit of anything, but we have to obey the rule as set by. We setting rule? International Bureau of Weight and Measure. Weight and measures. However, its short form is BIPM. Don't confuse with that. This is the German word. Its full form is Bureau International. Bureau International. Bureau International. DOPOE. A measures. This is the pronunciation of German word DOPOE. A measures. However, in English language, it is termed as International Bureau of Weight and Measures. So, as per this BIPM, 1 mole, MOL, not E. 1 mole is taken as unit of amount of substance. Amount of substance. We have to follow it. Strictly speaking, no way this number is a unit of any physical quantity. But as per the BIPM, we have to accept it because it's the international organization has a right to say something and we have to adopt it. So these are things. Now, the question is this rounded approximate number 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 is also known as Avogadro number. Amadio Avogadro. Or in short, Avogadro number. Avogadro number. But you are going to be surprised to know about that. In general, generation of chemists or the chemistry students are believe that this number is formulated or assigned or coined by Amadeo Avogadro, but it is not so. This number is called Avogadro number, but unfortunately, this number is not formulated or coined by Amadeo Avogadro. No, it is not so. So, who coined this number? Just a little bit history about that. In 1865, Joseph Loswit. In 1865, Joseph Loswit find a number molecules of a gas at a standard condition of temperature and pressure, and he found that number is approximately rounded into decimal digit 2.69 multiplied 10 to the power of 75, that number per cubic meter. 2.69, that is per cubic meter in 1860 per cubic. So this is the story regarding that STP. Now here is the one twist is here also. The people, most of the people, not all of them, but most of the people will understand that NTP or STP. NTP or STP. However, in solving the problem, they are taking the same thing, but it is not so. STP is taken as standard temperature. In temperature, no problem. 0 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius as good as 273.15 Kelvin. What about pressure? Pressure is 101,325 Pascal. But BIPM in 1982 taken as 100 kilopascal as a standard pressure. What about NTP? Normal temperature. Again, temperature is taken as 70 degrees Celsius. So in the Kelvin scale, to 93.15 Kelvin. Pressure is same 101,325 Pascal, and there is no change and no such like 100 kilopascal like that. Here is the 101.325 kilopascal. You may write like this also 101.325 kilopascal. So this is the difference between NTP and STP. So generally in solving the problem, we are taking the same things, but it's not so. So be careful about that. STP or NTP. Okay. So now, who coined the Avogadro number? Who said this number rounded up to 3 decimal digit 6.022 multiplied 10 to the power 23? Whose name is Jean-Baptiste Perrin. French physicist Jean-Baptiste Perrin. He named that number as a Avogadro number. Why he coined as a Avogadro number? He knows better. So he coined this number Na as a Avogadro number. Not invented by Amadeo Avogadro, not coined by Amadeo Avogadro, not formulated by Amadeo Avogadro. It is the formulated coined by Jean-Baptiste Perrin. So this number known as Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23. How this number comes into existence? So on the basis of Brownian motion, Baptiste studied the Brownian motion and on the number of the particles he formulated as a Avogadro number. For the Brownian motion, there are a lot of things we will see in the kinetic theory of gases. But now, here, we limit ourselves here up to this stage. Anyway. Now, what about that? Here, so before the discovery of charge of electron and the ratio of or the value of charge of electron over mass of electron by J.J. Thomson and charge of electron by oil drop experiment we have discussed in early classes. R dot A dot million. Oil drop experiment. The smallest entity, not less than this charge, found independently. However, there is a quartz earlier. So, well before the discovery of charge of electron or the value of E by ME, charge of 1 mole of electrons are well known. Charge on 1 mole of electrons. Charge on 1 mole. 1 mole of electrons is equal to 96,485.34 Coulomb. And after the discovery of charge in electron by the R dot A dot Millikan, Robert Andrew Millikan, as per his oil drop experiment, we all know E 1.60 rounded up to the 2 decimal digit, 10 to the power of minus 19 Coulomb. Now we are in a position to find the value of 1 mole. What is 1 mole? So here 1 mole is a pure number. This comes out to be 96,485.34 Coulomb is divided by 1.60 multiplied 10 to the minus 19 Coulomb. So approximately this comes out to be 6.022 into 10 to the power of 73. That is a pure number. That's all 1 mole. So as per NIST, what is the full form? National Institute of Standards and Technology. These are the things regarding what is mole, how it comes into existence, or like that. Very interesting thing is that it is not discovered, coined or formulated by Amadeo Avogadro. It is coined by Jean-Baptiste Perrin. Okay, in 1909 as well. So these are the things. Now, just I am going to a tool to use the quantization problem quite easily. So let us see here. So the mole we put here at the center, mole. So we arrived mole in the various way here. So here we go to the mole. Here we take the weight. However, when we do some calculation regarding mole, mass may be taken as, however, in physics we all know weight is mass multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. So here weight means, here we Yes, specifically we mean weight means mass. So weight. So 1 to mole. So weight is divided by formula weight. Formula weight. Why I call it formula weight? Because it may be atom, molecule, or ion. Maybe simple ion or complex ion. We will talk little bit after completing the chart. Or if we comes from moles to that, so multiplied by the formula weight. Another way here, if you are here and here the volume at STP. If we not at STP, convert it into STP, treating as the ideal gas by the reason using PV is equal to nRT. So by using PV is equal to nRT, convert this volume, which is non-standard volume, other than non-standard condition, volume is given. So firstly we convert the non-standard volume to the standard volume and then use this chart. So comes to the mole, so divide it to 72.4 liter. We go away from that, so multiplied by 22.4. So here is the number of molecules. Number of molecules. What does it mean? If we go from there, so multiplied with the Avogadro number Na coined by Jean-Baptiste Paris, and it comes from here, so divide it by what? So here the number of electrons, our task quantization, number of electrons. How we can get number of electrons? So from here, just going away, it means we have to multiply with a small n. So what is small n? I am going to discuss it. What is small n? A small n, what is a small n? A small n is number of electrons in 1 unit. I call it 1 unit because it may be atom, molecule, or ions. That is why 1 unit. So here another path also, we go from away. Then we have to multiply the other number. This is root 4 in case of monoatomic atom. Monoatomic. Not for P4, S8 like that. Si14, not for. Root is this one. So here, if we go like that here, so divide it. This here, the number of atoms. So after that, we may get number of electron, proton as well, number of electrons by multiplying with the small n or by divided by the small n. Small n is like that same. Small n. Here's the one loop line as well. From molecules to the atom, multiply it by with the atomicity. Atomicity. What is atomicity? Number of atoms in a molecule or ion or other than monatomic atom. Atomicity, it means number of atoms in a molecule or ion or other than monoatomic element. So if we put atom to the molecules, then obviously we have to divide by A. Look at this, look at the chart here. So from anywhere we are approaching to the mole, then we have to divide it. we go away from the mole, we have to multiply. What does it mean? It means mole is the big unit among them. So if you heading towards the big unit, then we have to divide it. If we away from the big unit, means we are going to the lesser unit. So we have to multiply it. So these are the chart. If you make it this chart, no question on mole concept or you get the quantitation of charges, you are not going to solve. It means all problem you are going to solve yourself. So to understand this chart, just we take an example of quantization. So you know, to understand the very simple problem of quantization, we have taken elaborately to understand things. Firstly, we understand the aspect, and then no problem will going to be left that you are not going to solve. It means you are going to solve every one of the problem. Look at here. I've taken without erasing the chart. Just I'm going to write a problem for you. So the question is that here find number of electrons. Find the number of electrons and hence electronic charge. Electronic charge in 1.6 gram of methane. 1.6 gram of methane. So look at the solution of this one. This time I'm going to solve here because I'm not going to erase the chart because this time I'm going to show you. Look at here. Where we stand in weight. Here. Where we have to go. Number of electrons. Here. So what is the path? So first we have to find the number of moles. Step by step. The number of moles. The number of moles. Say n. Say the number of moles. This is equal to what? Weight. Weight is already given 1.6. We will solve for the symbol for it. Okay. Divided by formula weight. What is the formula weight of methane? What is the formula of methane? CH4. The C 12 gram. Hydrogen 1 gram 4, then 16 gram. What is the formula weight? Is the weight of 1 mole of molecule of CH4. That's called formula weight or molecular weight or like that. Weight of 1 mole of that. That's called molecular weight. If one can say weight of a molecule, 2 molecule, 10 molecule, 100 molecule, then you must have to mention that. If you are not mentioning, only you are saying the molecular weight or formula weight, then we have to take the weight of 1 mole of that. So here, so we arrived here in mole. So now we have next station is number of molecules. So now number of molecules is number of mole. Here the W by F multiplied by Avogadro number Na. Now here the number of electrons. Finally we arrived at our. It means we are in home. Our point becomes at home. Means number of electrons. Number of electrons. So this W by F into Na into a small n. Now we have to find what? W, F, Na, N. So W, it is already very clear, 1.6 gram. Na, we all know, 6.022 into 10 to the 23. F, we have to find, a small n, we have to find. Let us see here. Firstly, F is CH4. 1 mole of molecule of CH4 weight. So this is the 12 gram, 1 gram into 4, this is the 16 gram. What is small n? Small n is number of electron in 1 unit. Here 1 unit is 1 molecule of CH4. So carbon has got 6 electrons. Hydrogen each get 1 electron. 4 of them is 4 electrons. 6 plus 4, 10 electrons. So n is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. So now put the values of everything, you will get your answer. So just we are going to put the values of everything and just we are approaching towards answer. So number of electrons. Number of electrons, this is equal to W 1.6 gram, molecular weight 16 gram, Avogadro number 6.022 10 to the power of 73, and M is 10. So look at here, decimal has been shifted there, and 16 gram is cancelled, now 10 is also cancelled, comes out to be 6.022 into 10 to the power of 20. That much number of electrons. And each electron has got charge 1.6 multiplied 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. You cannot say here minus, because minus is relative terms with respect to proton. So just we are going to calculate the charge, so no need to put the minus sign. The charge on that much electron. Charge on that much electron. That much. So what we have to do? We have to multiply with that. 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 multiply 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 and that much. Okay. Now the next questions and the last question on the article. So just complete the next question here. Find number of electrons and hence electronic charge of a glass of water. Approximately 250 milliliter. 250 milliliter. And taking density 1 cc. In fact, 1 gram per milliliter. 1 gram per milliliter. So, just I am going to solve that one. Look at the solution of this one. Okay, fantastic. So, just I am going to give you what is a centimetric cube or metric cube, decimetric cube, milliliter, liter. What such types? Any sort of relation between them? Yes, there is a relation. So to understand this one, we take a cube of edge length 1 centimeter. For specification, inner edge length. Fill up with the water completely, and that much amount of water, as we know, volume of cube is edge length raised to the power of 3. So this becomes 1 cubic centimeter. So here is the, say, very thin wall, in fact, very thin wall cube of edge length 1 centimeter. Edge length 1 centimeter. Very thin wall. Very thin walled. Edge length L is equal to 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So volume is L cubed. Means 1 centimeter cube. So customary we write 1 cm cube. However, when we require, we write in this form. However, customary it is applicable to write that 1 centimeter. So this 1 cubic centimeter may also be taken as 1 milliliter. No proof at all. There is a bridge. So one can say I am going to prove 1 cubic centimeter is 1 milliliter. There is no proof in the law till date. Later on what will happen? We do not know. So 1 cubic centimeter is as good as 1 milliliter. So it is termed as an exchange, like that of exchange. Yes, we are exchanging $1, how many rupees? So we cannot say $1 is equal to 70 rupees or 73 or 74 rupees. Right? Maybe 70 cents. So we cannot say it is equal. we say it is equivalent to. So it termed as exchange. So here also in the case of exchange here, look at here. 1 cubic centimeter is as good as 1 milliliter, and this is the bridge. This is the bridge. So taking into account, just we are going to do calculation regarding liter, milliliter, deciliter, like that of cubic centimeter, cubic meter, like that. So by using this relation, we are able to find 1 cubic meter. 1 cubic meter is as good as, so triple line is here, not equal, 1000 liter. 1 decimetric cube is taken as 1 liter. So we are able to derive from here. You may derive. If you are unable to derive, then write down in the comment box. We will see in the next class. So these are the things. So here 250 milliliter. Already in milliliter density is given. So this is the 1 gram per milliliter. This is the density and this is the volume. So it is called density. So we use the MVD relation. You know MVD, mass is equal to volume into density. So we use MVD relation to find mass. Mass we may call here is weight. This is equal to volume into density. Volume is 250 milliliter. Density is 1 gram per milliliter. Milliliter is cancelled out, so it becomes 250 grams. Now here we are in weight. Where we have to go? Number of electron and hence electronic charge. So firstly we have to go in a mole, and then number of molecules, and then number of electron. Finally multiply the charge of the electron 1/6 multiplied by you get the answer. So the number of mole, weight divided by formula weight, number of molecules, W by S is the number of moles, multiply Avogadro number. Okay. Now the number of electrons. Number of electrons comes out to be W by A multiplied by Avogadro number and by the small n. Now the electronic charge. Lastly, electronic charge. However, this is also answer. Electronic charge is equal to W by F multiply Avogadro number multiply number of electron in unit, 1 unit, and then 1.6 multiply 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So weight is already down to 50 gram. Na we all know 6.022 multiplied by 23. F we have to find and the small n we have to find. So how one can find F here? So if this is the water, H2O. So F for water, the H2O means molecular weight. The weight of 1 mole of molecule of water. Molecular weight, that is all. So it is the 2 gram, the 16 gram, that is 18 gram. That is the S. A small n, the H2O 1 unit means here unit is molecule. In 1 molecule, how many electrons? Oxygen 8 electrons. Hydrogen each of them 1 electron, 2. It means 10 electrons. 8 to 10. 1 multiply 2 plus 8. 10. The small is also here 10. So now put the value of everything here to get firstly the number of electrons and then finally multiplying with the 1.6 multiply 10 to the power of minus 19. 10 to the power of minus 19. Multiply that 1.6 multiply 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So you may get the answer. Quite easy to get the answer because everything has been mentioned in the board. So put the value and the cancellation. So what is the way to calculate this? I am going to teach you here. In which way we are going to calculation? Firstly, take care of unit. I have taken the care of unit. But nowadays, examination is very fast. No time to put unit and going to be cancelled. But we have found out a way. So make your mind towards the one of the system. and quite easy MKS system. So bring every calculation in your mind as per MKS system. Suppose length given at 10 millimeter, so you write 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. Do not write meter, but you write 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3, because milli we have to write 10 to minus 3. Centimeter then 10 to minus 2. Okay, it is kilojoule, 10 kilojoule. So joule is unit, not a kilojoule. Before K you write 10 to the power of 3. So 10 into 10 to the power of 3 joule. So bringing them, everything converted into MKS system and then put the numerical value. Finally you know which quantity you are going to find out. Say you are going to find out the force, so finally you put the Newton. If you are going to find the linear momentum, then put the unit of linear momentum. Okay, kilogram meter. So put the everything, keeping in mind, converting yourself in your mind in a SI system or the MKS system, and put finally the unit of SI unit of what in which you are interested. So this will save your time. Otherwise, to the unit of everything, say that calculation of unit firstly, secondly, dealing of decimal, thirdly, dealing of power of tens, and finally, then the fourthly or the finally, cancellation. Is the 4 way to do the calculation. Then mind you, you never going to be do mistake in your calculations. So take care of that. Okay. So we will take the next article is the how one can get charge, means process of charge. During the middle of the lecture, by mistake, I have stated PIPM as a German word. I replied myself. It is the French word. PIPM, short form of International Bureau of Weight and Measures. This is the PIPM, not the German word, the French word. I have stated here, Bureau International, the weight A measures. So I have corrected, but I read a little bit, but not a German word, it is the French word. Full form is Bureau International, the OIE, pronunciation of this French word, the OIE. Okay, thank you. We will take up next lecture as process of charging. That will be very, very interesting. Never try to miss out this video, including this one, because we have to see every one of the videos in succession. Then you will enjoy the physics, and you are going to be well acquainted about the physics, and much more interest will going to develop in you by the videos which is uploaded in succession. You have to also study. Never skip any one of the videos. You have to study all the videos right from very first.